Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about my design process for some flowers. So I begin by sketching out the basic outline. It's important in this stage that you stay fast and loose. You're not putting any detail in just yet, you're just doing the basic outline. I'm just marking out how big I want the flowers to be. Just beginning on the centre flower, which will be a tulip. You'll notice I'm holding my pencil higher up than I normally would, and that is to give it a lighter feel and more curvy edges. Just putting a little bit of the detail of the tulip in now, like the behind petals. So I'm just beginning on the rose. Now for these flowers I actually use a photo reference from Google Images. Don't be ashamed to do that, just if you are copying, you need to put a disclaimer out there saying this isn't an original art piece, otherwise you can get sued. Just starting to put the details of the roses right now. I'm starting to use darker lines now to give some shading and some more outline so I can see the individual petals. And also doing the same on the tulip. Just putting in the tulip leaves. Now I know tulip leaves are normally higher, but I did the front one lower down so it didn't take away from the actual tulip itself. Just drawing the rose leaves as well. I'm leaving the carnation to last because in my opinion that's the hardest flower to draw out of this picture, and I wanted to give it more effort than the other two. So I begin by drawing the basic stem and the bulb at the bottom. And two small leaves that normally come and accompany the flower at the bottom of it. So I'm actually now on the designing stage of the petals of the flower. As you can see, I've run out of space on my paper now. Just putting in the finer details of the flower now, and the lower leaves. When you're happy with your picture, you can go on to the inking stage, where you then go over all your lines, refining them very cleanly. part is where you want to be more careful. You're not being quick, you're not being rushed, you're just going over the lines and refining them into exactly what you want, because this will be in the final product. I don't normally worry about line weight at this point, especially if I'm going to be using colour. So I begin by rubbing out the picture, but I'll be using alcohol-based Winsor & Newman alcohol-based markers. And for the green, which you'll see there, I used the G267 bright green and the G756 lush green as the darker side. I go over all of it with the basic bright green first to give it an undertone, and then I go over it again at where I think the shadows should go with the lush green. And then I go back over with my bright green to blend it in together to create a gradient effect. And that's one of the good things about these pens. As they're alcohol based, they blend quite nicely together. But you do have to get special paper, which I have blending paper on. You see me doing the same process, but on the tulip now. Using the darker pen to create the shadows. And I bring in the lighter one again to blend the shadows in, create a gradient effect. Moving on to the flowers now, and I used a R665 berry red to create the base tone, and I'll be using the R424 burgundy in order to create the shadow or the darker areas. And I use exactly the same process with the leaves as I do with the petals. Base colour, then shadow, and then blend together. Just cleaning off my pen so I can move on to the lighter parts and not worry about bringing over the darker colour. I'm going on the rose exactly the same way I did the tulip. But with the rose, with their more petals being hidden, I had to use more of the darker colour in order to pop those petals out a little bit. Moving on to the last flower. I use the broad tip in order to cover a large space quite quickly, but then I use the narrow bullet tip in order to do the fine details. I do seem to make mistakes and go over the line sometimes. I think that's partly because I'm holding the pen wrong, but I didn't want to get ink on my hand. I mean, they are alcohol based, so they do dry quickly, but there's sometimes some left still in your hand and you spread it across the page. I'm just putting in the shadows now. For the rose and this flower, it was harder to do the shadows because the petals go in random directions, so I was trying to have a general light source. with the petals being in random flat areas, you had to put shadows in random areas to indicate that. Just trying to blend it in. Cleaning up, realising I'm going a little too overboard at some points. I end up using actually a R488 cocktail pink to try and use a lighter colour, but it didn't actually work, so I gave that up. For the vase, I used a Y156 sunflower to give it its base tone colour of yellow, which then I used the 0567 amber to give it its darker shadow. Went back over with the lighter colour to try and blend it in. But I found that the shadow wasn't quite dark enough, so I went back over with a CG2 Cool Grey 2 and the CG5 Cool Grey 5 in order to give it its darker colour. I even used it on the petals just to highlight some of the shadows a little bit to make them pop. Just trying to blend the colours a bit there. Cleaning off the nib. That's the end, that's the finished project. Hi guys, if you liked my video, please like, comment and subscribe. And stay tuned for more content.